Wait, I look.
Hello there.
She looks like a VIP.
Wow.
The Jorgeous camera.
She's paying.
It looks like you're interviewing us.
That's the way you're interviewing us.
Hi, we're the queens of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, and we're answering questions from the Confession Cube with Page 6.
Jorgeous, I feel like we should keep it fair. You should just pull for everyone, but like assign their question.
Assign their question.
Why are you charging me, honey?
Because you're in the interview chair.
Girl,
Yes.
it's giving reading challenge.
Today we're being interviewed by the wonderful Jorgeous.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. That's
The gorgeous
So,
Jorgeous.
How does it feel to be competing on this season of All-Stars?
Is that really
No,
the question?
it is like, no. Okay. No, the question is, what was your mindset returning to the competition this time around? Competing on RuPaul's Drag Race season 14 and All-Stars 9, girl, I was like so like in my head like too much of the time, like I wasn't having fun. And it's like, when you get advice coming to Drag Race, the biggest advice is like, girl, just have fun. But like when you get the advice, you're like, okay, what the hell is that supposed to mean? So this time around on All-Stars 10, I was like, girl, I'm just gonna go in, like, whatever happens, happens. It's out of my control, you know? So I'm like, girl, yeah. So having fun for sure.
Girl, when I listen to you talk, I feel like it's like a lot of littlies and girls. And
Literally, girl.
When I get to the end, I'm like, I don't know if I understood what she said.
Bitch, okay.
I feel like she's walking herself through it. She's like, I said this, I agree
Yes.
with it. Literally that.
She's
She like
making it up.
she finishes and ends her sentences.
Exactly.
In real time.
What was
Girl.
the most
Neurodivergent baddies.
What was the most fun?
Hang out with me.
Oh, yes. Honestly, the most fun that I had was like me and Nicole just reading each other the house. So
The house.
We do a lot
that
of
was
reading.
fun. That was fun.
Get ready, our
We do
group.
a lot of reading.
I feel like you did have fun. I feel like you
Jorgeous,
look so relaxed.
Jorgeous, will you pull my
Yes.
question for me?
Yes,
I can't
ma'am,
reach it,
mother.
baby.
Ooh, okay. Here you go. Pass this to Nicole, darling.
Oh, I gotta read it. I don't have my glasses. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Bitch.
This is gonna take
And
a
I'm
minute.
dyslexic. Oh, that's upside down for sure. Based on first impressions, who surprised you the most out of your bracket and why?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, wait, before you get into it, give your first impression of everyone. And when you saw everyone in the workroom for the first time, like, quick one word.
I'm not
One
ready.
Hot, cranky, delusional, short,
Bitch.
confused.
Confused.
Not she said hot, baby. I'm not into incest. I don't know what
No,
y'all
I
do in
meant
Atlanta.
temperature-wise.
I don't
You
know what
always-
y'all do in
you was
Atlanta.
only got
Yeah.
three fans.
Auntie.
You had 3 PAs and 3 fans from every direction. Hot, as in you were sweating the whole time. Okay, but who surprised me the most? Lydia, Miss Hole, she did. Because I was surprised that she was there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bitch.
That was so sweet.
You know what, Lydia, grab your question. Let's get into it. What order we go?
We don't have no order in this
We should have said
group.
in the order.
There's no order in this group.
Nicole, would you read me my question?
I'll read you your question. I'll read it twice and then you can answer it.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the biggest lesson that you learned from Nicole Paige Brooks on All
Shut
Stars?
the up. Girl, you played
What's
too
the biggest
much.
lesson
Read it
you
again.
brought
Hard.
into All Stars from the last time on Drag Race 2 weeks earlier?
I was running on like pure potential on season 17 because I mean I stand by everything I did there, but I wanted to like perfect it this time around. So the biggest lesson I took was to just have fun and just honestly have fun.
Yes,
it's,
no, for real.
it's
Who
so
did you have
true.
the most fun with?
Literally the secret.
You, Nicole.
Thank
Aw.
you.
Yeah.
I'm a good time girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I'm
a
gonna reach
bitch.
into this box.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did you clock any alliances, friendships, or tension?
Gag it.
Gag it. I mean, honey, it's very group 2. We're such group 2 behavior, and I think we gave you freaking iconic TV. So you're gonna get all of it immediately from the jump. Episode 1.
What's the first thing you noticed about the vibe of this cast versus your original season?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You were 13.
I was season 13.
Okay.
Unlucky
Was that with
13.
Sherry Pie?
Okay.
That's COVID,
Oh,
right?
I
was 12.
I felt more like sisterhood, more welcoming, and more like right out the game, it was like a competition. Everybody brought their A game right from the jump, and I think that's a thing that All Stars does. Is just you have nobody, you know, around. Nobody. Oh, can I swear? Nobody around. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody was just ready to go, and I think that was a different from my season. Like, we start and then you find out who's ready to go by the end of the competition. But I think with the 6 of us in this bracket especially, everybody just came to play. So it was fun to be in a group competing against people that should be there.
You know what I loved from your season? Whenever they were fighting and Mick was like, Tamisha, no!
Don't like you. Well, you don't like me, and that's not my issue, baby.
When everybody would stay to the back and everybody was filing their nails when the fight was going on, and I was like, is anyone going to help? And then so I got up and just tried to help, but then I was the one who was the
I know
coward.
Tamisha.
I literally was like,
from Atlanta,
let's
so
do
I'm
that.
surprised
I
she
know.
didn't.
Bitch.
And every other girl was like this in the back.
Okay, but how was the drama and fights compared to your original season and this season? What was spicier?
What was spicier as far as fighting?
Yeah.
I think my season was spicier as far as fighting. I think the shade was spicier in this season.
Ooh.
Who was the shadiest?
Who was the shadiest? Yeah.
Who was the shadiest?
Was it somebody with the name Brooks?
It was definitely one of the Brooks.
There's three of us, so which one?
I'm gonna leave it there. So there's three, so it was definitely one of the Brooks.
Brooks for the books, girl.
I love it.
Brooks for the books.
Was it Brooks and a Bob?
Wait, speaking of books, I think we should have this.
I mean, I think
Okay, daughter, grab my question. Grab the question. Read it for me. Read it for me.
Everything.
Brooks and a
Was it a
Bob.
Brooks and a Bob?
This one is for the evil witch, Mistress Isabelle Brooks.
Read it 3
Wicked
times.
witch. Witch.
If your journey this season had a title, what would it be?
Ooh.
Spooky.
Movie title?
Oh,
Crash.
I love.
That's a crap.
Scooby Doo.
If my journey had a title, it would simply be called The Third Eye. Okay, you know what? Let's do a wrap it up, everyone. Everyone answer the question. Y'all boring me. Let's get to it.
Let's do it. What was the vibe in the workroom once the camera stopped rolling on day one?
Ooh.
They were a little crazy.
Started with you. When Mistress started being nice.
You know, when the cameras cut, you know, they love to do that for like the TV You know what I mean?
The
They
bitches are
love to
fake.
turn
The
it
bitches
on.
are
They
fake.
love to turn it on. But like, bitch,
I think we stayed the same.
afterwards, bitch, we're like getting
were
lit.
chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're chilling.
I
Where's
think
the
Nicole
blood?
gets like she gets more psychotic as the cameras cut.
That's true.
It really
Yeah.
crazier when they're
It
off.
just keeps going until
Well,
the
I
end
know.
of the
I'm
set.
smart like
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and it's crazy because like I feel like when the camera's off, that's when I could really like be outgoing and stuff like that. Because I'd be a little shy and I don't
You're
want
so
to.
shy when the
Yeah.
cameras are
She's
rolling.
so
shy.
I mean, it was so hard to even get you to hardly say
Yeah,
anything.
I would agree.
But
This
Mistress
is
is
how
really
you got
shy
through it,
out
though,
there.
girl.
Timid and
Especially like in the band, Mistress was always just so quiet and shy.
I really was.
Well, she was telling the stories about the tours.
Oh.
Remember all those nasty stories about the tours on the bus? And you talked about Jorgeous on the tours. You talked about all the other girls. You talked about the girls that don't shower. You talked about the girls that fight. You talked about the girls that keep the music up too loud. You talked about everybody that was on tour. So I'm just letting y'all know if you tour with this one, she's telling it on the bus.
On page 6. On page 6.
And let me just say this. Some of us will be on the tours and some of us will only hear tour stories. So with that being said, let's move on to the next question, my love.
Well, I'll be on vacation. Some of us need to be making.
Who was the loudest from your bracket on day one, and who was silently judging?
The loudest was Mistress.
The loudest was Mistress,
Yeah.
and I was silent.
Not like you just outspoken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were also silently
Once you
judging.
stop being shy.
I was both.
Yeah.
I was
You're both.
I was silently judging and loud.
Yes, Mistress was both. We can all
She
agree on
woke it
that.
up. She woke it up.
That was the Confession Cube with Page 6. You can stream new episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10 every Friday on Paramount+. Also, don't forget to tune in to Page 6's weekly All-Stars 10 recap series on YouTube. And if you haven't already, check out the other Confession Cube episodes featuring the rest of the cast. You won't want to miss it. Bye!